Welcome to Kingdom Rediscovery channel. I am your usual host on this program, Emmanuel Oguotobo. And I'm excited to be with you, my wonderful viewers, at a time such as this when things are beginning to get back to normal. Thank God, most of our schools, especially in Lagos and Ogun State and some other states in the country, are going to start school by Monday the 21st of September. I hope you are ready, and I hope that yes, children are not putting pressure on you parents to buy me this or that. Please, wisdom is profitable to direct. At a time such as this, you need to sit down and discuss with your children that yes, we can make do with this uniform which is still okay, or with this shoe bag or this school bag which is still okay. Good. And I hope that yes, you've been enjoying the past series that I have brought to you. Today we are going to be talking about something that is dear to my heart, that has a relationship with just what we have passed through. This prayer which I'm going to discuss with you is called the Serenity Prayer. The Serenity Prayer. I hope some of us might have heard it, but let me bring it again on board because we need that prayer at a time such as this. What does the Serenity Prayer say? It goes thus: God, grant me the serenity to accept those things which I cannot change, the courage to change those things which I can change, and the wisdom to know the difference between those two things. I repeat it again. God, grant me the serenity to accept those things that I cannot change, the courage to change those things which I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Stephen Covey, in his book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, talked about the circle of concern and the circle of influence. Circle of concern and circle of influence. What does that mean? It means that there are certain things that God has given you the ability to control, which is called the circle of influence, what you and I can influence. Example, I can sweep my house, I can wash my car, I can drive my car, I can go to lectures, I can listen to films, I can play football, I can cook my food. Those things are within my purview. I can buy a rain shoe, buy an umbrella to take care of the rain, but there is something, and there are many things that I cannot do. I cannot stop the rain from falling, but I can do something about the rain which I cannot stop from falling, not to mess me up. That thing that I can do not allow the rain to mess me up is the circle of influence. And then the circle of concern is the rain. I can't pray and wish the rain away. So it comes to the same thing about the Serenity Prayer. A lot of people today are not enjoying serenity. Another word for serenity is peace or calmness. A man who is able to practice this prayer is the person that you say has a good self-control over himself. In emotional intelligence, it is called self-management. Self-management. Can you manage your feelings? And feelings are the result of both external and internal variables. Most of the time, what happens around you, and you are at the center of it all to control it. So the Serenity Prayer is very important at a time such as this, when we have just come out of pandemic. Some people have lost their jobs, some people have lost their means of livelihood, some people's businesses have shut down, some people are on half salary, some people are on quarter salary. Name it, there's confusion everywhere. Some of us who are in business, the business is not picking up, we're not experiencing sales like usual. So this is the time when you need to practice the Serenity Prayer. What are those things in your business which you cannot change? For instance, you can't change the exchange rate. And the exchange rate is affecting almost everything, including the granite seller. I went to buy granite the other day, and the woman told me that a granite bottle I used to buy for 400, 500 is now 700. Wow, I said, madam, what's happened? He said, exchange. I began to wonder, how does granite have to do with exchange rate and exchange rate have to do with granite? But that's the language everybody is speaking now. the fuel increase, they had in electricity and all of that, they had in transportation. All of that is causing people not to enjoy some peace. But today I bring you peace. If you are latched on to Jesus Christ, who is the Prince of Peace, you will begin to experience His peace. How can you experience this peace? One, sit down and relax and calm down and look at the things you can change and focus on those things. Look at the change you can influence and focus on those things. Don't fizzle out your strength by looking at things you cannot change. Listen, you can't change the exchange rate. You can't. You can't stop fuel from being increased. Like Buhari has said, there's no going back. It might even get to 200. So the question I should be asking, what do I do to stem and take care of these increases? What do I do? Are there alternatives? And I put it to you, there are alternatives. Almighty God is fully aware about this increase. It might even get to 500. I'm not prophesying, but I'm just saying in case. Nobody ever knew that we are going to come to this point. It is not about the bad management of our economy or whatever. It is your response. It is your reaction. Don't respond. Don't react. Respond. I say don't react. Respond. Response is the ability of someone to take care of situations without blowing up. When you take calculated steps towards solving your problems, you are responding. But when you just explode and begin to abuse, Buhari is mad, this country is finished, you are reacting. I appeal to you, this is not the time for you to react, but respond. Thank you very much, because this topic cannot be finished now, but I plead with you, just remain calm and you'll be shocked. God will drop ideas into you, and hold on to the Prince of Peace, and you can be sure you will pass through this phase. Don't forget, it is a phase and it will come to pass. Thank you very much, my viewers. I appeal to you once again, please keep viewing, send to your friends, and subscribe so that fresh broadcasts can come to you. And please go back to the past broadcasts. There are lots of things there that you can benefit from. Thank you, and God bless you, and see you again.